Alright guys, what is going on? Fly here, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be getting humped. Did I really say humped? I meant hyped. Oh my gosh. Anyways, a pretty good way to start the video off. Wow, man. But in today's video, we'll be talking about a tank that will be added to War Thunder for a very small portion of time, and that tank is the super heavy tank, Panzerkampfwagen. Probably said it wrong. E-100 German super heavy tank. I'm on the forum post right now, or dev blog, whatever you want to call it, and they say the E-100 will be part of one of the planned autumn specials. The terms on how to get it will be published when the special is announced. It will not be a premium vehicle. And so with that said, it's going to be added in the next patch for a very small portion of time, because the autumn special, it has to be this year. They're not going to make an autumn next year. There's no point for this post. Now, it says that there will be special requirements to get this tank, and from all of us who have worked hard to get, the I-301, the DB7, those things, the task can be very ridiculous. And with a tier 8 9.0 tank, 8.0, I can't imagine what the requirements will be for the E-100, but we'll have to wait and see. It will not be a premium tank, so pretty much for a month or a week, everyone's going to be grinding so hard to try to get the E-100, but we'll see what happens when it's announced. So pretty much how this video is going to go down is that we'll talk a little bit about the E-100, and then we'll hop in a mouse game to get a little bit pumped for the E-100 and her sexy ass curves. Alright guys, let's begin. So let's start off with some specifications of the E-100. We'll start with its weight. Now, compared to the mouse, the E-100 weighs 48 tons less, bringing in a whopping, still very heavy tank, don't get me wrong, 140 tons. That's as much as like a Boeing 737. It's ridiculous how much these things weighed, but how they got the weight down was that they shortened the tank and then they reduced some armor. So compared to the mouse, this tank does have a little bit less armor, but it is a little more curvy, so there might be better bounces on the hull and the sides and stuff. So the max millimeter of armor the E-100 has is 200 millimeters, and its weakest point on the hull is 120. Now there is 40 through 80 millimeter armor on the top of the turret and on like top of the engine deck and that stuff, but you really won't be able to shoot that unless the E-100 is in a awkward position. But I do see a lot of engine shots in the game, so you got to be careful about that. Now, with the weight reduction, the 48 tons weight reduction, this tank goes pretty quick. Now, compared to the mouse, which is, I think, like 20 kilometers max speed, and going uphill is like atrocious, the E-100's max speed is 40 kilometers. That's 25 miles an hour, and that is not bad. So with having this very heavily armored tank, we'll get to the guns in a little bit. It's going to be a whole new play style for the super heavy German tank. So we're used to the we're used to the mouse that takes forever to get into the battle, and once you're there, you're kind of sit and duck. Granted, you do have some good games with the mouse, let me tell you that. Just angle that armor. But the E-100 is going to be able to follow those tanks right into the thick of it early game. So now let's talk about the guns. The E-100 can sport, now listen carefully, the E-100 can sport a 12.8 centimeter gun, a 15 centimeter gun, and a 17.3 centimeter gun. Now, just to note, the 17.3 millimeter gun was not to be used on a turreted E-100. It was supposed to be on a case tank destroyer. Imagine a 17.3 millimeter gun. That's 173 millimeters, if I'm correct, or at least 170 millimeters, something in there. But I've already researched that in War Thunder, we're not even going to be able to get the 150 millimeter gun or the 15 centimeter gun. We're going to be getting the 12.8 centimeter, but I have found a document on Reddit, or like a Russian post, that says this thing's going to have, with APCR, some of the most ridiculous penetration in the game, 600 millimeters plus. I have no idea how this has happened. I don't even understand it. Now, just to be aware, this could be a photoshopped image. We don't know for sure. But I can confirm that we will be getting the 12.8 centimeter gun instead of the 15 centimeter. I was really hoping for the 15 centimeter on the E-100, but it didn't look like we were going to get that. And one more thing before we move on, or maybe two more things. The E-100 did have coaxial armament. It had a 7.92 millimeter MG34 and a coaxial tank cannon, 75 millimeters, which I do enjoy on my mouse, so I probably will enjoy it on my E-100. Those are really good for taking out light targets, so you don't have to waste that 128 millimeter round with the costly reload. You're able to spam that 75 millimeter with heat and take out the anti-aircraft. So I'm just doing a little bit of research right now. And the crazy thing is that the chassis for the E-100 was virtually complete. But Hitler, because the E-100 was apparently not a priority in World War II, he only had 3 employees assemble the entire prototype. So with 3 employees on one of these monster tanks, it would never get completed. But at the end, the first prototype was never completed and was found by the artillery battalion of the American forces on the factory floor in April 22nd, 1945. So just imagine if the war would go on a little bit longer and Germany started pumping out these E-100s and stuff. That would be a scary sight. Now back to the dev blog post. They were talking about the E-100 will be part of one of the the E-100 will be part of one of the planned autumn specials. Now with the E-100 being added, I can kind of speculate that we're going to be having the E-50, which is pretty much like an Epic Panther, and an E-75, which is a super beefed up Tiger II. So guys, in the comments below, go ahead and give me your feedback on what other E-series tanks are going to be added to War Thunder, because we can't only have one. We can't only have one. With Germany now having the Leopard, the Americans having the M60, with Russia having the T-10M post-war ammo with the IS-2s, we can shake it up a little bit and have some E-series in the game. But guys, I hope you have enjoyed this segment of the video. Let's go ahead and get in some mouse gameplay. Alright guys, so welcome to some mouse gameplay in my house. It was a very expensive down payment. Some of the best features we have are a 2-door garage, some green shutters, some brick, and a door. The dealer, Rheinmetall, whatever, they were nice enough to throw in some free armor, a free 120 millimeter gun, and a free, but wait, a free 75 millimeter coaxial. But what got me bad was that I had to pay the premium price for my machine gun. And I had to, because a mouse is not complete without a machine gun. Okay. We're gonna get a little serious real quick. We're gonna talk about the Russian meta. I'm gonna die right here. We're gonna talk about Russians compared to Germans in War Thunder. Okay? Let's start off with armor. Sure, Germany has one of the highest armored tanks in the game. But what Germany does not have is mobile armor. What are Germany's heavy tanks? A Tiger 1, a Tiger 2, a King Tiger with 105 millimeter in the same armor? There are no heavy tanks that Germany has that can control map. So what kind of key phrase I want to get into your guys' head is that mobile armor. The Russians are so good at mobile armor. They can move so much armor across the map so quickly. Sure, the Germans have the Leopard, but fuck that tank. You get hit once and you're dead. Granted, if you position yourself right, it's a great tank. At the same time, it does not have that armor for the chance bounce. Hang on, give me a second to aim in here. Okay, Doki. I think we're okay right now. I mean, I can just blend in right here as in house, right? Okay, so with that said, the Russians completely dominate maps in terms of moving armor at certain locations. So they're able to control the map early game faster than the Germans can. And I mean, like, what do you want me to do? Take out a Panther 2 to get in position and then get shot once in the mantlet and get ripped? So with that said, I'm very excited for the E-100 series, or the E-100, and the E-series. They're gonna add the E-series, come on guys. With that said, we'll have a little bit more armor to move around the tanks, but what I'm worried about is that, am I really flanking them with a mouse? This is fucking hilarious. But what I'm worried about is that it'll have the same kind of construction as the Tiger 2, and then the Panther 2, you know, flat surfaces, good armor, good mobility. But it's just very concerning that we don't have that mobility that Russia has. Now, everything I say bad about Russia is the same as the United States. The United States are some of the easiest tanks to play. The M60, fuck me, right? The M103, really good. The M47, pretty good. So it goes hand in hand with the American tank corps, whatever you want to call it, too. But as you see right now, it's taking me a while to get across this map, and I'm actually fucking flanking them. This is epic. Let's see here. So that's I won't throw that out there. You know, just kind of like show you guys my stresses with playing high tier Germany. It's just slow. You get penned in the cheeks. You have no angles. Sure, you can angle the tank's armor and stuff, but really, the T-54 is so bred for this game. Is that a fucking tank in front of me? Negative. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go sit right here. This is gonna be great. I think we're clear for the most part. Oh, I hear a tank really close to me. M47. Okay, he's cleared. Hang on, we got a tank over here. We're gonna side scrape now. He shouldn't be able to penetrate me on this angle. He was right over here, though. I can't see him. He came out right here. Whew, it's getting kind of intense. Kind of backing up a little bit. Now, what's kind of bad right now is that my rear is completely exposed. I love how the mouse has like better reverse acceleration. I've noticed that about a lot of German tanks. They just have better reversing gears than its max gears forward. So what we're going to do now is that we're going to go into the city. So we took care of that M47 pretty decently. Our left track is supposedly fucked up, but it's still rotating great for us. Anything comes in our rear, we're fucked, but we'll take that risk. I hear an anti-aircraft over here as well. Don't know how I'm still alive. Me talking about how Germany has no mobility, but seriously, 20 kilometers max speed across the map is not what I would call mobility. I just would call it luck. Lucky fucking shot. Okay, here we are on the road. We're gonna wait till we're reloaded, and then we're gonna come back in. Ooh, big tank coming, guys. Heads up. It's SU-122-54. He's fast. My argument is completely like dismissed with this gameplay. But I hope you guys understand what I was trying to say. Any more gonna fucking spawn over here? Alright, we'll go in now. Sorry guys, I'm kinda quiet. This is pretty intense. Come on, house, let's move. Be one with the other houses. So it seems like our team... I could keep doing that, but I really don't want to because that's really not fair to the other players. Okay. What my main mission right now that I'm gonna try to do, I'm gonna try to clear the town and then move back up in this positioning, this same road again. So reversing the Americans and the there's a Kugel Blitz right there. Roger that. Alright, so it looks like the main square is cleared, so I'm going to push back up the route I just came from. And now this is where the mouse really does good in urban combat. Especially when you're rounding corners, they really don't know where to shoot first. Because you're not like, smarter players will wait for your gun to be like almost right at you so that they can shoot through your cheeks. Other than that, this is prime time for the mouse. Now, I'm worried about the only downside of using this in urban combat is that if someone's to your left or right, there's really, unless they don't see you, there's no time to turn your turret. But guys, let's go ahead and push to the city now. I don't want to be the only one out here up front all alone. No one to help me. Okay, this is actually a really good spot to fuck around in. Should I go left or right? I feel like left has less or more protection from spawning in, so tanks just don't come flying down at you at Mach speeds. Come on, House, be one with them. Blend in, sir. Okay, it's fucking clear as crap. How many players left in the game? There's not a lot at all. Our team cleared them out phenomenally. Look at this. Oh, well, they're all a lot of Kugel Blitz and anti-aircraft. You know, I think I hear a tank around here. We're gonna keep moving because, like, if it's hard to breach areas where you're not going to, that makes sense. I hear a tank next to me. I think it's a friendly mouse as well. Okay, a Horton 2-9 just killed a M19. We're going to get in the cap here. We're going to have to be worrying about some incoming bombs, but it's going to take a pretty big bomb to take out a mouse, I'll tell you that, or at least right on target. No one's out in the distance, it doesn't look like. There goes the cap, boys. We're going to do it in the mouse. About fucking time, man. Holy crap. I have literally no idea. Okay, there we go. Alright, so what we're going to do here is that we're going to go mouse 2.0 version. We're only going to show our engine towards him and our turret. So hang on. Oh gosh. They've got everything around here. We got a spawner in. Wake up, buddy. Wake up. Hang on. This is getting funky. Come on, mouse. Save my ass. Save my ass. Wrong way. Oh, that got in the way of our. Look at this, guys. This is hilarious. Derp. Okay, Bulldog. How many more Sabo rounds are you gonna shoot in my gun? You just shoot on my side where the ammo is? There you go, you're learning. Nope, still not. Nope, wrong area. Come on, mouse, you got it, man. My team's gonna save me. This will be the best thing ever. Yes! 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 The mouse house never dies! So there, I was really worried about that whole me pushing here, and everyone's like, yeah, go to the spawn, there's someone there. But we do have a pretty long reload time, and a Rado C3 cheers. I put out my wine this game because I was like, I can't take the mouse gameplay anymore, but that was pretty fun. Let me say thank you. Thank you, Ian, for your help. Hopefully he's English, so he'll understand. Nope. Our gun's up, so that's a good thing. So we're going to look for incoming tanks or any kind of mobile thing pushed in here. But the mouse is pushing out of our cap, or the enemy's cap, so I think he is confident that no one's coming. I see on the leaderboard, they have nobody in the air or nobody on the ground right now. So to me, that would be a GG War Thunder. There we go. Ching-a-ching, ching-ching. I want to shoot in the back of the turret. How about that? Fuck yeah. That's how you say thank you in Russian. Alright guys, well I hope you have enjoyed the E-100 video and listened to my rant a little bit. I hope it made sense. And the mouse and house gameplay. Guys, do me a favor. Have a great day. Peace out.